Hello everybody, welcome back. This is going to be a new episode in the Streets of Blackpool series. We haven't done one of these for a while, so let's go. This video is Albert Road. Albert Road starts here on Central Drive, on the corner of Central Drive and Bank Hay Street. Or maybe it's just Bank Hay Street from there. I always forget where the boundary to Central Drive, Bank Hay Street ends. I think it's here on this junction. But anyway, you all know where I am, so let's go. Let's get across on this middle island here. We've got traditional fish and chips on that side. And on that corner, we've got the Edith Centre, which houses McDonald's now. Just see the top of the tower there. Look at that. But when I was a kid, this was Marks and Spencer's. You go on from there, we've got a closed up pound stretcher shop. That used to be Argos, or did the last one used to be Argos, I think. Yeah, this is the old job centre. I think this is the bit that used to be Argos. And you know, these changes are fairly recent really, and I forget so quickly. So if Argos was there, what was here? Was this also Argos, or was it something different? But anywho, let's just carry on walking up here and getting all the way to the end. We've got lots of nice small hotels and guest houses here. I would say all these actually would qualify as being called hotels. They're too big to be guest houses really, but they're smaller hotels. These are the kind of places that you should stay if you come into Rebellion in August, because the Winter Gardens is just around the corner, and yeah, these places will be really cool to stay in. There'll be nice little hotels and fairly cheap. Be cheaper than all the big places for sure. On this side we've got the old Debenhams store. Wasn't open that long really, when you think about how long these big department stores are usually open for. It pretty much crashed and burned, didn't it? It opened and then didn't seem to do that well, and it eventually closed. There are shops open again in there. I know Sports Direct's in there, but it's a tiny Sports Direct. Not really a fan of it. And there's a game shop in there. I mean, I'd say game, it's like a little counter in Sports Direct. It's really crappy, to be honest. And now we're going to cross Coronation Street. So on that side we've got that wonderfully interesting building there. Looks like it's been built from the same bricks as the old Derby Baths building. At least the facade of it does. That's the Ink Den tattoo. It used to be the Dragon's Den. That's where I got my tap done. And if you turn there, yeah, you've got Fraser's. That's the name of the shop. I couldn't remember it. You've got Fraser's, Sports Direct, Game, and there is that really expensive shop in there that's just completely nuts, where you pay like £800 for a shirt that looks like it's been dragged through a hedge backwards. No, it's just high fashion stuff that is like beyond my tiny mind, because I look at this, I went in there once, that shop, and I can't remember the name of it, but it's super duper expensive. They have like security guards there and bouncers, and they all like stare at you if you walk in. At least they stared at me, but probably because they could just tell that I was poor and scruffy and not going to buy anything, and they were all just like looking at me. So I would say, what's that pleb doing in here? But anyway, onwards and upwards, literally, because we're going uphill. Got the little Blackpool Spiritualist church there. Lots of cool hotels down here. These are like the locations I'd recommend if you were staying in Blackpool, because you're close to town but you're still on a fairly quietish street, and you're still fairly close to the prom. You're a short walk from the prom. I mean, for sure you don't have that sea view, but sea view isn't everything. And some of these places look really cool. But any of these streets that run off the main streets, like Albert Road or Hornby Road, and even if you go a little bit further south, Palatine Road, Rees Avenue, there's loads of little hotels and guest houses and places where you can just stay and have a really enjoyable holiday. We're not far from the top now. I do not like walking up hills, probably because I have osteoarthritis and I have fibromyalgia, and I have like nerve and muscle pain due to the NF, so I have a lot of physical ailments, and walking uphill just tends to make them feel worse, even if it's not a big hill. So the second I start walking up any kind of hill, I can kind of feel it in my knees and my ankles. Also, I'm getting older. As my mum would say, I'm no spring chicken anymore. But I really did want to do a Streets of Blackpool video today, because I've not done one for so long. And because the Starbucks is open and the Backlot Cinema's finished, the tram station's open. Pretty much almost all of the developments that I've filmed from the very start, they're almost all finished. I mean, the cinema and the Starbucks are obviously finished. Still needs to be a bit of work going on around the tram station. But I will do my best to film that. Oh, holy wow, my knees hurt. Nothing tires me out like walking up a hill. I mean, it's not even a big hill. And just like that, guys, we are practically at the end of Albert Road. Albert Road finishes here on Regent Road. Oh, this road just feels so familiar, because when my son was little, he used to go to St John's School, and I kind of walked down Regent Road every day on the way home. So just that little shot you're looking at now just reminds me of walking down here like every day for a few years. But anyway, that's Regent Road that way. Let's turn back and look down. That's where we've just walked. That is Albert Road. So yeah, thank you for joining me on this little video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you soon in the next one. Goodbye.